What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing good and feeling good, and life is going really well for you. What you experienced in this life does not define who you are as a person. No matter what traumatic experiences that you've had and that you've gone through, and what you experience, it does not define who you are as a person and your personality. Those were just experiences that you've gone through to use your story to inspire other people who are currently experiencing what you have gone through and how you dealt with the pain and trauma of that experience. And you're using your story to tell to help others heal from what you've been through for people who've gone through a similar situation. And a lot of the times, the trauma is to help us build characters, to make us feel strong and confident about ourselves. And it's not to bring us down and make us feel low about ourselves, but a lot of people feel that when they go through traumatic experiences and when they go through pain and abuse, they don't know how to deal with those emotions and they don't know how to deal with the pain that was inflicted on them. A lot of people see themselves as victims when they go through certain experiences because it was traumatic and they don't know how to deal with the experience and it really took a toll on them. So this is why you have a lot of people that are out here projecting and acting out and making other people feel as miserable as them, trying to sabotage them. It's because they are projecting. They are sad and miserable and they don't know how to heal from what they experience. So they're projecting how they feel onto others to make themselves feel better because they don't know how to deal with the pain and trauma that was inflicted on them. They feel as if they were done wrong, is that they are the victim. And so that's why they are going around victimizing everybody else. And that's probably what some of them did to you. They were projecting their painful emotions and experiences onto you. They'd be like, I've experienced pain, abuse, and trauma and misery into my life, so I'm gonna and try to inflict that on the next person, and that person is you. A lot of the traumatic experiences that you had in life, a lot of it was due to traumatic experiences from other people who do not know how to heal, who do not know how to deal with the emotions. They didn't know how to cope with the pain and suffering that they've been through. So they tried to inflict that trauma and pain onto you. They want to see you suffer because they feel like anybody who is happy, thriving, and doing better than them, who people who aren't in pain and who aren't suffering, they take that as an insult. Why? Because they are hurt. Hurt people hurt people. Now, I'm not excusing their behavior because how they how they have treated you and what they are doing to other people, that does not excuse them for being a toxic person and projecting their feelings onto other people. That does not excuse their behavior one bit. They should not be projecting their feelings and emotions onto other people who did nothing to them. And this is what a lot of people do in society. People don't know how to heal. They don't know. They don't want to get therapy for their emotions. They don't want to heal. They don't want to pray. All they want to do is spew what they've been through onto another person. And that's exactly what some of the people that you've been around did to you. Whether it was toxic family members, you had toxic family members abuse you and inflict trauma and pain on you. Whether you were in a toxic abusive relationship, you had your partner was abusing you physically, mentally, emotionally. You're dealing with narcissists, and you're coping with the pain and trauma that they put on you. I know the healing process is very hard. It is not easy. It is not easy dealing with the healing process, and it's painful to heal. And it can take a long time to process the shadow work to heal from that situation. It can take a while to heal from your experience, depending on how bad the trauma was and how it affected you and how it affected others. It can take a while to heal, but it's not impossible. Healing emotionally is very important because If you don't heal yourself internally, you're not going to have a good life. You're going to be projecting your pain and what you experience onto the next person. You're going to traumatize another person because of how you're feeling. And that's not fair to the other individual because they didn't do anything to you. But I just want to let you know is that what you have gone through and what you experienced does not define who you are as a person. That was just something that you experienced during that time. It doesn't define who you are as a person, your personality, and what you like to do. It does not define who you are internally. You are not your traumatic experiences. You're not that. You're not with what your toxic ex put you through. You're not with what your toxic families put you through. You are not the trauma and pain that they inflicted on you. That was just an experience. It was a painful experience. And the good thing about it is that you're still alive. You're still healthy. You're still up and running. A lot of people commit suicide because they don't know how to cope with the pain that was inflicted on them as a young child. Some people have been traumatized so bad that they commit suicide and they don't want to be in this world because of how the painful experience that was inflicted on them. They think that they are a victim. They think that nobody cares about them and that what they have gone through is what they deserve, or they feel that something is wrong with them when no, nothing is wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with you. It's not your fault for what you experienced, but it is your responsibility to heal and overcome that situation and to let go of the painful emotions and to be able to function like a normal human being. Call on God. God will heal you. God is the ultimate therapist. Tell God what you experience and talk to him like you would anybody else. Talk to him like you would talk to your mom, your dad, your siblings, your best friend, your partner. Talk to him like you would talk to anybody else. God is always listening. He may not be there when you want him to be there, but he's always on time. He is listening. Even if you feel that you're talking to nobody, you're talking to yourself, believe it or not, God is listening. He understands the pain and traumatic experiences that you've gone through. And it was to help you build character and make you stronger and to help others who are going through the same exact thing. It doesn't define who you are as a person. It doesn't define your character. That was just a lesson or experience that you had to go through to tell your story and inspire others. And a lot of people are going to resonate with your story of what you've been through because a lot of people have been through the same exact thing that you experienced. Everybody has been traumatized on some point, whether physically, verbally, emotionally, spiritually. Everybody's gone through something. If you're a human being walking on this earth on two legs, you've been traumatized on some point. And everybody's trauma and experience is different. Most people that I've most people that you've known have gone through physical abuse, physical trauma, emotional trauma. Some people have been neglected by their parents. Their dad walked out on them when they were younger. Their mom has neglected them when they were younger, and they feel like something is wrong with them. Listen, if you've been neglected by your mom or your dad or both your parents or one or the other, there is nothing wrong with you. It is not your fault that you were neglected by your mom or dad or whoever guardian that was supposed to watch over you. There is nothing wrong with you at all. What you have been through was not your fault. Has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and their emotional state and problem. They were not in a space to make you feel protected, loved, and sheltered. They didn't know how to take care of you, so they walked out. They walked out on you. And I just want to let you know is that you are amazing. You are cared for. You are loved. And I just want to say, do not give up on you, and do not define your experiences, what you've gone through, make you feel like that's who you are. That's not who you are. That's what you experience. You are not your trauma. You're not your suffering. You are not the painful experiences that you've gone through. That was just something that you experienced. And it's time for you to love yourself and accept yourself for who you are. And to use your story as fuel, transmute that energy to create the best life that you want to experience. Tell your story. Help others who are going through a similar situation. Because when you tell your story, a lot of people will be inspired because they've gone through the same thing or are currently experiencing what you're going through. Do not let your experience make you feel like you're unloved or that you just, or that's who you are. It's not. Love yourself. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace.